Hey my loves, what's up and welcome back to the Trend Diaries. You're listening to Nidhi and in today's video I'll be creating the bronze goddess makeup look. I hope you guys really enjoy watching this tutorial. So starting off, I use these lenses which were sent to me from Soft Lenses. I would leave the Instagram handle in the description box along with all the info that you need to know about their lenses. And yes, so I tried their honey lenses over here in this clip and they look so natural and comfortable. These are yearly lenses. I took the zero power ones and the second pair I wore over here are their grey lenses. So I decided to wear the honey lenses for this tutorial, and starting off I used the Sugar Illuminating Moisturizer on the high points of my face, and I applied quite a good amount of it and blended it with the help of my fingers all over the place wherever I had space on my face, literally. And then I used the pore primer. I don't remember what the name is of this primer, and I applied it mainly on the pore zones of my face, the T-zone. And then for my foundation I mixed two of the Sugar foundations, the stick foundation and the serum foundation. All the shade names and details will be mentioned in the description box so that you can check those products out. So basically I just used 3 drops of this serum foundation. I find the serum foundation to be having a medium kind of coverage and it does not really cover up my acne scars, and so I like to mix the serum foundation along with other foundations. So that's basically what I did over here, and then I just used a damn beauty blender to blend my foundation in. For my lips, to prime them, I use their new launch which is their Tipsy lip balms, and oh my god, I love these lip balms from them. And even the Rustic Art lip balm and the Good Vibes lip balm are my favorites. After that, moving on to concealing, I use their Magic Wand concealer, and this is a quite lighter shade. I wanted to highlight more the centers of my face because I was gonna do a lot of contouring and bronzing on the perimeters, so I didn't wanted my face to look flat from the center, right? So I used a quite lighter shade of concealer to give me that contrast which I wanted, and so I used this lighter shade of concealer. So just blending it all out with the blender, and yeah, basically that's all I did over here. So if you remember, like one of my older videos, I used the K Beauty lip crayons to do my contouring, and so I thought why not to give it another try. So this time I tried the Sugar lip crayon instead. Basically here I just filled in my eyebrows, which I forgot to mention, but yes. So again, this is one of my favorite brow product. I have also filmed a review video on these brow definers from Sugar. Let me know if you want to see that review because I haven't yet posted it. It was shot way back but I didn't post it. So let me know what all videos do you guys want to see. I will start working on it. October is my month. It's my birthday month. I'm so excited. I want to be really creative and work hard this October. Like, yeah. That's all that I did for my eyebrow, and then I just used the sponge to just clean out my eyebrows like a lazy person as always. And then I used this lip crayon, as I said. This is a brown lip crayon shade which has a little bit of warm tones to it, and I used it in the hollows of my cheekbone. I just applied some lines over there around my nose and the tip of my nose, and just at the start of the contour of my eye, under my lower lip, my chin, and also around my jawline, a little bit upwards, raising it upwards. Okay, on my temples, the hairline area, don't forget that. And yes, that's the basic areas where I applied this crayon, not pencil. And then I just blend it all out before it sets, and you can see over here it just blends so seamlessly into the skin and looks so natural. I really loved this trick. I remember I loved using the K Beauty lip crayon to do the same kind of hack, and it really worked. So this time I used the Sugar one instead. So yeah, basically you can use any brown lip crayon, just see to it that it's having nice warm undertones. And also while blending, you see I'm blending the contour downwards, like the jawline. Don't blend it upwards, otherwise it would make your face look even more shorter. If you want to do that, like if you have a longer face and if you want to make it look shorter, then you can definitely go and blend the contour upwards. Then I use the sponge to blend the contour around the nose bridge and also the contour which I've applied right at the start of my brow into the contour of my eye. This just makes it look very natural and seamless. And then I use the same lip crayon all over my lid roughly. Okay, so this clip is not in focus. I'm a mess, but yes, I just applied this lip crayon all over my lids. And then I used a flat blending brush and just buffed the shade first all over my lid so that it's nicely placed evenly. And then I used the same blending brush to blend the outer edges. So just pat the product in first so that it's evenly spread and then blend the outer edges. Yes, once that is done, I'm using the brown shade from this eyeshadow palette and I pressed it all over the lid to set the cream base of the lipstick that we've applied. In this way you won't get a creased eyeshadow look, especially that happens with hooded eyes. So for that, just nicely set your cream products with powder products. Always remember this key rule: cream is always set with powder. Okay, so as we'd applied cream concealers, we are gonna set it with powders, and so I just used the Set the Tone loose powder with this powder puff and pressed the powder into my face really well. Usually I don't like pressing powders, I just use a fluffy brush to brush the powder all over my face, but as here I used a stick foundation which was quite creamy, and so to set it really well I used the pressing kind of application method. Okay, so next I just used this contour from Sugar and applied it towards the perimeters of my face, and I felt it just added a slight bit of shadow, which it is supposed to do as it's just a contour, but I wanted that bronziness into my makeup look which I was aiming for, and so I used my favorite, the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer. I love this stuff. This just added that perfect warmth that I wanted for this bronze goddess kind of makeup look, and I loved it. I totally recommend this bronzer. You guys definitely try it out. And then for my blush, I wanted to be nude and not way too much that it just tones down the bronziness, and so I used again one of my favorite, the Rouge blush in the shade Icon. I would have all the product details in the description box. You guys definitely check that out. And I applied it on my apples and then just blending it all out. Then I used the same lip crayon as my base underneath my lower lash line over there, and then I used a pencil brush to just blend the product so that it's evenly placed all over. And then once that is done, I use the same brown eyeshadow from this palette and I pressed it all over the cream base that we had laid before. Once that is done, I use the first creme kind of shade to just blend the edges of the brown shadow on my lower lash line as well as on my crease zone. I use the same shadow over there too, just blending it all out. And then with a clean fluffy blending brush, again just giving a nice stroke of blend so that we have no harsh edges whatsoever. And then I used this black eyeshadow and placed it with a packing brush close to my upper lash line. So once that is laid, again going into that brown shade and just blending it like 50-50 over the black and the upper brown crease shade so that we get a nice blend, and that black shade of the lash line is not very stark. It shouldn't look harsh, that's the basic thing. And then I just use a little bit of that black on my lower outer third as well and blended it with a fluffy brush. that's it for the eyeshadow part. Finally, I applied loads of the Lash Paradise mascara. This has to be my current favorite at the moment. I don't know why Maybelline Lash Sensational, the non-waterproof one, they're not bringing back in stock. I love that one. But yes, I use this mascara and I also use some of it to just tame my brow hair. And then for my highlighter, I'm using this jelly highlighter on the tops of my cheekbone. And the key with this jelly highlighter is just apply it and ASAP blend it, otherwise it just sticks over there. So I use the same highlighter to highlight my inner corners, brow bone, the bridge of my nose, cupid's bow and chin. Yeah, so basically that's what I did. And then I just applied the sugar lip crayon, the same shade that we used on our eyes, on my lips, the actual purpose for which it was made for. And then set my entire face with the matte setting spray from Sugar, and that's it. That's the finished look. I hope you guys really enjoyed this makeup tutorial. If you did, then smash that like button and do subscribe. I'll meet you in my next one. Till then, take care, namaste, and keep trending.